slide.
Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the Road to Success Business Workshop, Class 4 of 4. We're going to have a lot of open stuff today. We're going to, figure out and help you with whatever it is that you're going to need when you're having your issues or problems or your main things, and we'll go from there. So you were saying you were, what was you wanted to talk about?
Well, it's more of saying no, and also how not to be too nice.
How not to be too nice. Well, one thing for sure, you got to realize, the longest word in the dictionary, if you can pronounce it, and it's spelled N-O, no. And here's the thing about the word no. No is a complete sentence. N-O, period. People take advantage of it if you let them. And you can't spend a whole lot of time on someone that you're wasting time on. If you can't help them, you can't help them. You may want to take time and kind of figure out what it is they really want, they need, and talk to them. If they aren't willing to do what needs to be done, you move on. Don't let them hold you back because they got you thinking that they need you, but they aren't willing to do what it takes with the assistance you're willing to give them. No is a final sentence. That's it. No. N-O. That's a whole, that's it. And to be nice, sometimes it's hard to tell someone no until they're ready. Like this here. I think I took it off. That. See that right there? Remember I told you what that was? Show that thing. You have a baby standing at a weight of 300 pounds. Okay. And you ask the question, can they lift it? Yes, they can. So someone say, no, they can't. Yes, they can. When they grow into the person that can. But in order for them to grow into a person that can lift 300 pounds, what has to happen? They got to grow. They got to train. They got to learn. Because the baby is you. That's their business. That's you. The weight is your business. And you cannot satisfy the whole world. Every person is not your customer. People say, yeah, I want to help everybody. That's like me, okay? I teach a thought action process success, and I help people build and grow their ideas in their business. Right? If somebody comes to me who's a shipbuilder, I can help them in the thought process, but outside of that, I'm out of my element. It's not my forte. So I got to look at people whose services, who needs my services. And that's where you come in. You, the business owner, that's where you come in to see, do we fit? Because now, like family, you hate to tell family no. You hate to tell family no. But it doesn't always fit. I lost my best friend of 35 years. Best friend for 35 years. I was in real estate. He came to me and he wanted to buy a house. So I went and looked at the house he wanted to buy for investment. And he says, but I can't sell it like it is when I do my work for this kind of money. So I did a plan for him. I broke the house down by footage. And after we moved walls, added the bedroom, added a big closet, added two bathrooms, and added two big closets and a room and everything, and moved walls to make the place square footage larger. He ended up selling, the market was booming. So after 2.5 months, he got frustrated and says, I'm going to get somebody else to sell it. You can't sell it. Man, I'm going to spend 3 months in here and work with you, putting this together. You couldn't afford all of the contractors you needed, so I helped you. I'm a realtor. I'm not a handyman. but I helped you. So he gave it to somebody else. Behind all my hard work, all them months, he gave to another realtor, took me 5 months to sell. I'm thinking, wait a minute. You 5 months to sell something that you took from me, I helped you with? So, okay. I let it slide. About a year later, he came and he had a rental that he couldn't rent. So I talked to my other friend. He said, man, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, man, he's my buddy, he's my friend. I got to do it. Put his rental on the market because he couldn't rent it. About a month later, I had someone that wanted to rent it. So I took them by there to see it. She told her girlfriend about the place. Her girlfriend came, went behind her back, went behind my back, went to the owner and rented the place. And he refused to pay me. I said, but she wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. My lock is on it. I helped you clean it up, paint and all that, and he wouldn't pay me. That's the last time I spoke to him. I said, man, you can't separate friendship from business. I told him, I said, man, this is business. Separate friendship from business. If your friendship can't handle the business aspect and the rules, walk away. You got to separate the two. So that was a great lesson for me. Because the first thing I asked my friends, can you separate the family or the friendship from the business? Is it going to benefit me more helping you and putting our friendship in danger, or taking our friendship and telling you no with the business? So you've got to realize what's most important to me. There are a lot of people out there scared to say the word no. I don't want to hurt their feelings. But everybody isn't meant in your customer, in your client. So that's where you got to think, say, okay, I've got to be strong enough to know the difference. Think about it. You want to believe it, pray on it. But the final decision is yours, it's not theirs. You can't let them let them make a decision for your business. Because you might end up losing a client, a relative, and a friendship altogether. But if you're going to lose them behind them getting angry because you couldn't help them, they want your friend no way. Or if the family members, they weren't close to you when they didn't care no way. So sometimes you got to walk away, because I've got situations where I've got people in my family that I don't deal with. They can't accept the fact that I do what I do. They think I'm ignorant. See, they knew when I was a little hard-headed boy running around. They don't see the brilliance of what I've grown into. See, they keep looking at me, what I was, not what I am. Because like I said, if you're the same person right now you were 5, 10 years ago, all you've done is wasted that 5 and 10 years. It's called growth. If they can't understand your growth and still see you as what you were, that's not who you want around you. Just remember, and we will get into that when I get into the 12 controls. See, that's going to be part of what I'm going to teach you when I do the 12 controls. But don't be afraid to say no. Let's keep our friendship, and let me help you find somebody that can help you. Or we got to put our friendship aside during the business hours. So when I come into, you come into my office, I come into where we meet, first thing I want to say to you, this is business. So right off, I'll put the ground rule down. This is business. Don't mix the two. When we leave, we go kick it, go have a drink, go out and party, have fun. But while we're here, this is business. When the meeting is over, the meeting is over. So you've got to be firm with you and don't feel guilty when you say no. Do not be guilty, because this is you. That's your business. You trying to grow. You got to grow you to be able to handle your business. No excuses. I mean, that's true. No excuses. Because you're going to grow up. Whether you grow up to do this or not is totally up to you. But like I said, this baby is you, but that weight is your business. Don't let us drag you down to their level. If I can't bring you up to my level, I'm sure as hell ain't gonna let you bring me down to yours. Fact. Period. So you got to think about it. There's an easy way to say no. If you got to give an explanation, give one, but be firm and short. And short on your explanation. If they can't handle it, then that's not your bad. Because your life is going to go on. If you want to help them find someone that can do what they need done, fine. If not, let them do their own research. Google's a beast. Toughen up. Toughen up. Because people will take advantage of you if they can. And if they do, like I said, the first time oops on me, right? No, first time oops on you, second time oops on me. So you got to think about that. I had a client in real estate who had a house. They had enough money to, well, I had to work with their bank. Because the bank wouldn't give them but a little bit over $400,000. But I worked with them and I finally talked to the bank and they approved $522,000. I'm thinking, okay, I spent 2 years with them. Help you get your credit right. Took 2 years. Because your husband's credit wasn't right and yours wasn't exact. Y'all really had the money for the house that size. Y'all had a good job, but y'all lived above your means. Your credit, your debt ratio was too high. Had to get your debt ratio to at least 32 to 35% debt ratio. It took 2 years. So he called one day, he said, Mr. Brown, I got a house I'm going to go look at out here in Montgomery County. I said, I can do that. He said, but the house is $602,000. I said, man, but the most you approved for is $522,000. He said, yeah, but I want to go look at this house, I want this house, but you can't get it. The bank's not going to finance that much. He called me those 12-letter words that I can't say here. And told me, damn it, you work for me, you do what I say do. I said, as of right now, I am no longer you're fired. What you talking about? You can't fire me. I'm going to pay. I ain't done all the work for you and ain't got a dime. Because until I find you a house and get you in the settlement, I ain't got a dime. I was 2.5 years with you, 2 years or something. And you weren't going to start looking at these $600,000 houses that you can't buy if you like it. And he called me those 12-letter words, those 13-letter words. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Cussed me out. And I told him, you're fired. And I walked away and I hung up and I said, goodbye. And that was it. He called me back a couple times. I wouldn't talk to him. I fired him. Now that was a nice commission on that, but no. I knew I couldn't do it. And you will cuss me out too? Oh no. I fired him right there. I said, no, I'm sorry, you fired him. He thought I was kidding. He called the head person over the, and I told him, he cussed me out. And how am I going to put him in a $600,000 house? And we struggled to get him approved for $522,000. So that's what you got to realize. Sometimes you got to say, you're fired. But you got to be firm in what you do. Right there, I have no idea what he bought. But I know he couldn't buy that $600,000 house. How much he loved it, liked it, and wanted it. Can't do it. And I always try to teach my clients to buy less house than what you're approved for. Because if you're living that limit, right there at that limit, if something happens, how you gonna pay your note? You get sick for a month, break an arm, break a leg, husband can't work. So how do I want to pay your note? And once you get behind, that's the only thing. Once you get behind, it's hard to catch up. Especially when you're living at limit. So you got to, you're at limit. Don't be afraid, no, toughen up. Water off a duck's back. That no. And it's hard, but I'm easy going, I'm a very loving person. I had to toughen up. That lady right there, I had to change her way of doing things. Because she would never tell nobody no. Never tell nobody no. One guy said, hey, that ain't happening no more. People taking advantage of you because they know they can. And she learned what no meant. And she didn't lose no friends behind it. When you're tired, you're tired. And you got to say no sometimes. Sometimes no is better, is a healthy solution to the issue of the problem. Know it is. Which is great. Don't be afraid of it. Get that thick skin, baby. Because if you're tired, and I call you and say, hey, look, can you come and run me to see Jim Bob down the street, you know, or can you take me to see Grandma? And you dog tired, you put in 8 hours, you come home and fed your family, you did a load of clothes and say, and you tired. Now you can say, yes, okay, go out and kill both of y'all. No, I'm tired. Yeah, but I ain't got no way to get there. Excuse me, Uber, can I get a, you know what I'm saying? Look at how big a range or solution to solve them on that no you gave me. And if you're tired, baby, you're tired. If you can't help them, you can't help them. You can't help solve all the problems of the world. And you can't constantly work on one person. Because one person ain't gonna feed you all year. Ain't gonna pay your bills all month. And while you're busy trying to help someone that the answer should have been no, you just took away from me who the answer could have been yes. Now you got a time for life where you just got a time for this situation, for this one time. So no is rough. It's hard to say no. It really is hard to say no. And I had to learn that. But say life teaches you. Life teaches you. Listen. Listen to what life teaches you. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Does it help you any with your toughness?
Yeah, I will practice with no.
You have to.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it you do? What is it that you get? Someone, you get tired and you don't want to do what you do, try to do it anyway.
No, for me, it's more of, if I talk about what we do, you know, most of the time it's more of seeing things the day of, right?
Okay.
But no one sees the processes that you have to take that leads up to a particular event or seminar, workshop, all the work, right? So when they see just the outcome of the event, you know, everyone, or one person in particular, they think that they can actually do it too, but they don't know the steps behind it or what it took me to get there to have that outcome. So it's more of, can I help or can you help me?
No.
And when you say yes, you know, you're like throwing on all this stuff and you're like doing it yourself, and it's like, okay, what did I sign myself in?
You know why that no on that situation has to be very firm? You want my expertise, but you want it for free.
Yeah.
See, we've got to learn, oh, come on, brother, you can give me a discount. Well, if you love me as a brother, you wouldn't ask me for a discount. Or if you did and I says, man, I can't do it, that's the answer. No. Come on, brother, you know, no. Do you go into Walmart and ask them for a discount? Do you go into your hairdresser and ask for a discount? Do you go to McDonald's and ask for a discount? Do you take your date out for an evening out, the bill comes up, you ask for a discount? You're paying for for services rendered. And see, we're thinking that we can get a discount, brother to brother, or you know, black to black. No. I know my worth. So you're worth less because they're asking you to be worth less. I got a trick that I do that's comical. I say, well, how much is it? I said, well, for my class, me coming and speak, let's use the round number, and I'll say $5,000. They'll say, well, we don't have that much. Well, what do you have in your budget? Well, we got about 4,000. I might work with them. Might. And that's a very, very slim might. Because I'm going to find out why you can't afford to pay me. What'd you pay your last speaker? Well, that was so-and-so. We gave him $8,000. Hello. Hello. Then why are you asking me to come down there and ask them? You're putting a value on that's less on me and unfair to me because I look like you. And we don't realize that as my business grows and I get more employees, it might be your uncle, niece, aunt, friend, or anybody that I hire as that other person in my company. Where you took that away where I can't do that. So you got this big scenario behind this, is a huge scenario behind that. So you got to look at the whole scenario. Because sometimes you got to give a discount, because no doubt you do. Because it's worth it to you. But don't never work for a loss or less than your value. Never. Ever. Work for them. You got to come out of your pocket and do something for them. If they can't pay you your worth and what that job is worth, then you're hustling backwards. That's like, you know what it's like? You come to me and say, hey man, can you change your $100? I say, yeah man, sure, I can change your $100, I'll give you $60. Think about it. Would you be satisfied with that 60 from when you gave me 100?
No.
Why? Why not?
It's not equal value.
Hello? Then you see that answer? Does that make sense?
Yes.
And they always going to ask you, for a discount. And here's the thing about us as a people. But we won't build a Black Wall Street, and I'm doing all I can to help America build our Black Wall Street. I'm trying to do all I can do to help America build the Black Wall Street. I don't need funding. You 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 know what we need? All we need is for him to buy from you, her to buy from you, her to buy from you. We don't need funding. All we need to do is patronize our business. What would that do if you patronize our business, my business, and where the heck do I need funding? If we would patronize each other, we wouldn't need funding. Think about it. Why do we need funding if you're patronizing? Because you know what? Little things, one time that you deal with her. One time you deal with her. One time you deal with her. Now that's 3 times. Millions of small things equals many things of success. Small. Because you can't get to the, I don't care, you can't get to that dollar without first having the value of a penny. Can't do it. Can't do it. So if we would patronize each other, we wouldn't need funding. Because I'll be making money off of my business where I can do what I need to do to grow. So we've got to start understanding why we got to more do for each other and start holding our hand, holding our hand out for somebody else to do for us. See, now, all y'all are Black business owners. That's all I'm doing. Black students. How do I want to put this without sounding racist? Why can't you be racist on Black? Lost how I was going to do that, y'all, so I got to let that go. It's going to come back to me. Because I got to work it out in my mind how to give it to you. But we do. If we would start spending Black dollars with each other. I got 4 bank accounts, so I got 4 different accounts for different things in my business. And all of them with a black bank or Black credit union. Because if that credit union grows, who they going to hire for financing to help them in their business? But that being hard, and of course rules are rules. You got to have rules for you. Because here's the question I want y'all to ask yourself. You know you better than anybody else. You know your little idiosyncrasies that you do. You know your little secret things that you do that nobody else knows. Take and step outside of you and look at you and ask yourself one question. Because you are. If I were my boss right now, knowing what I know about me, would I fire me? That's a heavy question. If we would do that and say, I do this because they don't know. You know, you got a job, I do this, they don't know. I do this thing, but they find out, they fire you. So now you ask your question, you your boss, you your CEO. Do I need to fire me? You know how many times I fired myself? Had to rehire the new me. The new me. Now, if this person wants you to give them a break, discount, do the work for them, would your boss fire you if you did that for a company you work for? Now, is that a heck of a question? Make you think, no. That's my job, to make you think. So that's what I'm doing, making you think. Anything you need help with there on your job? Well, there's one thing on about your business, but we got an open one we're going to talk about. And you too, what do you have that I can help you with right now in your business?
Getting more customers. Exposure.
Exposure, okay. Now, what are you doing out there to get new customers? Are you doing all your social media, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter? Are you going to networking events?
Yes.
Well, if you've been in my classes, I taught you about networking. I taught you about business etiquette.
I went to the networking event. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
I'm family now. Did you tell your wife about? I said only me. Only stuff like that only happens to me.
Now, I wish I could tell. I can't tell you. I'm gonna tell you anyway. I don't care if they watch it. Just me and you. There ain't nobody else there. Them hundreds of people online. Just me and you, baby. Did you? Were you there when I asked the question? When they said, you talking about Mel Frankenstein?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When I went to the mic?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you two things about that. I was very adamant about what I said. I mean, every word I said, but that too was a commercial. What happened when I walked off the mic? How many people held their hand out one of my business cards? I didn't tell nobody I was giving out a business card or I had any. You were there. When I asked the question, you know, and I was telling them that look around, look at all your customers. How many of your customers don't look like you? You're struggling in your business. You want someone to patronize you and you're not patronizing them. Or you want someone to patronize you, but you're trying to get white people to patronize you. We're being boycotted every day. Black businesses are boycotted by every nationality in America. In the world, we're being boycotted. But we don't boycott nobody. We don't even patronize each other, so we're giving our money to people who don't look like us, so we're financing our own demise. We're financing our own struggle. But when we spend money on somebody who don't look like us, we're financing our struggle. They don't patronize us. All they do is come in our community, take our money, and run back to their community. And I told everybody I'm the president of $1 Million. I help people build $1 Million companies and businesses struggling. I can help you. I'm the $1 Million Mastermind Institute. I'm a 43-year entrepreneur. I can help you. When I left off the mic, I must have passed out about 20, 30 cards. I didn't say a word. When I walked off the mic, people held their hand up. Can I have a card? Can I have a card? That's what you got to do. Find a way to get before people and just do legit. I was a legit question I asked it. I was very passionate and serious. Because when I get hyper. But when I left the mic, everybody wanted my business card. So I did what I had to do. I asked him the question that I was very adamant about. But I also turned it into a commercial, let them know what I did, who I was. So when I left the mic, everybody wanted my business card.
I'm working with Mr. Oh my goodness. Mr. The guy that was here last time.
Branch.
I got his name right here.
Branch.
Mr. Branch, yes.
Oh, good. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm working with him. So he got so many things that he's opening for me and helping me with. So I'm excited. I ain't gonna be down here for long.
Now, you've been in my class this the 4th week. Why you haven't come to me and said, Mr. Murphy, can you help me?
Well, I never thought about that.
Duh!
I mean, you're teaching the class, so you seem like you're so busy and...
No, don't feed me that bull.
Okay.
I got those shoes, it's all brand new. Don't get that bull and run down my socks. See, what you know what you're doing? You're giving excuses.
No,
Yes.
okay.
Excuses is just your reason to fail. I introduced you to him, and what do you think I know?
Right.
Not knocking that you're using him, he's helping you. But why you didn't come to me?
I just, cause you seem so busy, that's the honest
I have
truth.
my business. Only place you know me from is here. And then that thing we do on Thursday nights. How you know I'm busy?
Cause you talk about all the businesses you have and everything that you're doing.
Baby, but that doesn't mean, see, you're my client. I'm always going to make time fit you in my schedule to fit what you need at a time. Drew, been under me for 3 years. He doesn't think, well, man, you don't have time. That's just the name of the game.
Okay.
How can I go to the institute where I get the building I want if you don't patronize me? So I can have these classes on a weekly basis. You were a good guy, but my knowledge is beyond his. Not in his expertise, but outside of that, everything else, yes,
Okay.
it is. Because you'll get more from me because I'm so broad, he's an expert in that specific field.
Okay.
Not because he's a good guy, he works on me, he's under me. He's in my institute.
So I need more customers.
Well, make sure you got it. How many times do you post a day?
Well, right now I have an extern actually, and she's posting on all the social media sites for me. I don't know how many times. Yeah, I gotta look and see.
You're supposed to post at least 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
See, I certain times I take time to post Facebook.
Yeah.
I take time to post LinkedIn. I take time to post Instagram. I take time to put my stuff on YouTube, Facebook. You got to use them. They're free.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I do.
But it's not so much as that you post, it's what are you posting?
My book, my logo, the app, just things about my business.
Okay. Do you ever send them an email?
No. I email when I do email when customers go and they'll download the app but they won't pay for it. I get their email address and I'll email them. But as far
But do you have a database where you can, everybody that's ever touched you, you can touch them?
as far as email, yes, but not Facebook and
Facebook, if you can, you can write. But here's the thing. I used to have a newsletter. I was in real estate. I had a newsletter. Well, people get a whole lot of stuff. I get 300 some emails a day. Every day I get 300 some emails or more. But when, like this one guy said, Mr. Burr, I have to read your emails when you send them to me. Because you put so much information in it. And it's not always real estate related. That's why I come you look at my Facebook page, I talk a lot about health. What's my business? I'm teaching you business. But I teach you a lot about health. I send out different things on different topics. As long as it's information. And then I throw in my real estate. So you know that if you need me, I'm here.
well, I want to learn to do investment real estate too.
That's easy, but you better know what you're doing. Whoa, whoa. You better know what you're doing.
I'm reaching out to you.
I was realtor for 15 years.
I'm reaching out to you.
So you think I don't know real estate?
No, I said I'm reaching out to you.
I would like to have one there, please.
Thank you.
So I'm just saying,
Thank you.
I'm reaching a lot of people now. I had a meeting yesterday. And then I had this other gentleman who says, I had a meeting with this guy. I said, man, I talked to him this morning. He was the second person that dropped his name to me. So I went by his office. And him and I talked for about 45 minutes. He said, I am so glad, Mr. Murray, that I met you. He said, I know who you are because when you called me, your name and stuff popped up in my phone, as I already had your number. So when I was leaving his office, I saw this brother in another office, 2 offices down. I said, hey man, how you doing? I know you don't know from where, but I know you. Said, man, you look familiar to me. So him and I got to talking. And then his superior came in the office. And it was someone that I had seen at many events, but we never had a chance to introduce ourselves to each other. And we introduced, he said, man, come back and talk to me. I said, well, first I got to go out to the meeting and feed the meeting before I get a ticket. When I came back in there and talked with him, we talked for about an hour and something. And worked out where he wants me to start teaching his organization, which is a huge organization. Huge organization. I said, no problem, man, I got room. We got 2 conference rooms here. If this ain't big enough, I can get a bigger one. So I made time with that. So you can't walk past someone and not find the reason of telling them who you are and what you do. What about just starting to hey man, how you doing? Keep on. This is what we want to do. And then here's the thing that got me. I met a gentleman that said, man, with you when we were at the thing. And he works for a TV station. So he said, man, I'm going to call you Monday. He said, Mr. Murray, I'm calling you. I know I've heard about you. I actually know who you are. I'm calling you Monday. I'm going to give you a show. I said, man, you serious? He said, man, I'm going to give you a show. So I got excited, stuck the number in my pocket. He said, I'll call you Monday. He didn't call me Monday. But guess whose phone rang Tuesday morning? His phone, you're right. His phone rang. Guess who's at the other end? You. Me, you're right. So we had a meeting yesterday. He says, come by the studio. I want to show you something one day next week. He says, in the following week, we'll start your show. I showed him my business Bible. I showed him this. I said, do you know that every one of these pages is a half an hour to an hour show? Every page. So he went through it. He looked through it, took time to go through it, looked at it. He said, wow. He said, and there's some things he raised, man, this is sweet. So I'm hoping I have a TV show now.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Speaking to exist.
Right, but look what I did together. I just had to put myself in a position and speak. You got to talk to people.
Jazz Lewis will email me, and another executive emailed me from the networking event we went to. So I had 2 of them contact me, reach out to me.
Follow up on it.
Oh,
Stay
okay.
on day. But you got politicians now. You got to stay on politicians.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
everybody's coming at them. Everybody's coming at them. So you really got to stay before them. I make sure they. I already told you how to. Every time you meet them, shake their hand and tell them who you are. Like I told them, William Murray President, I know who you are. I know, but I don't want you to feel uncomfortable not remembering my name. And look at me, I'm twice Jazz Lewis's age. He's a part of Mr. Lewis. I'm twice his age. Why not? He's a politician that I want to get, show him respect, he show me respect. Because he's going to help me. He doesn't know it yet. But I know it's going to happen. So you got to try to figure out a way to stay in front of people. Always let them know who you are. You were in my etiquette class. Always introduce yourself, because 10 times a day, the same person introduce yourself. How can I help you?
Being in the network marketing profession, I perceive it, and I'm just sharing information, I perceive it different from individuals that have a traditional business or have a brick and mortar business, because it's perceived different. When I'm out, I talk to people all the time, and I don't share with them initially, depending on how the conversation unfolds, what I do. I put forth effort to, number one, establish a rapport with them. And once I establish a rapport with an individual, there is a trust and credibility piece there. Because everybody is not, like you were sharing, everybody, what I do is not for everybody.
Right.
I don't chase individuals. If they do not see value in what I do, the old saying, man or woman convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So if an individual don't see value in what I do, I'm not gonna waste my time attempting to convince them. If they show interest in what I do, then I'm gonna put forth effort to set up a time. So let's exchange cards, or if you feel comfortable, let's exchange telephone numbers. I'll give you a call, we can get together. But to me, when I say network marketing, individuals have a preconceived notion of what they don't know.
Well, here's the thing I'm looking at. You know, 50% I agree with you, the other 50% I really don't agree with you. Here's the part I don't agree with you about. You come up to me and you say, Mr. Murray, I do this is what I do. And I say, no, thank you. No is not permanent. As much as we talk about no is not permanent. No is just a step below maybe. No isn't final. It could say not right now. Because I've had people tell me no, that don't mean I'm taking them off my email list. Or I'm going to take them off my text list. Because they can always unsubscribe or unsubscribe to my text. If they don't, then the no is not final. I might not impress you then, because right that moment you don't need it, but maybe a month later, 2 months later, a year later, you may need my services. I've kept my business in front of you. One thing they tell you, they teach us, and I paid a lot of money for the classes I've taken. You got to stay in front of your, if you don't have a database, you don't have a business. You don't. People only remember you for up to 7 to 17 days, period. That's it. You got to stay before, that's what an email is. That's what a text message is. You stand before that person. I just got a call about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. This lady called me, I sold her a house. About 15 years ago. And she called me and said, Mr. Murray, said, I want to get a bigger house. Why does she remember me? How does she know how to get in touch with me still? Because even I'm not in real estate now, she still gets emails from me. So I'm staying in front of her. You got that, and that's serious, y'all. And I'm telling you how serious it is that if you don't have a database, you don't have a business. Because 30% of your business you will find out will be repeat business or referral from someone who you did business with. You got to stay before them. They won't remember. Dad, this guy told me that he did, he helped people with this, and I can't remember who it is. Because you have to stay in front of them. You got to stay in front of them. I send out over 5,000 emails at one time. I'm not sending out about 40,000 emails a month. 40,000 emails a month. It ain't all about the Institute. If it's vital information that will help them somewhere else, what am I going to stand in front of them? I'm getting information that's not always about the Institute. Like this gentleman told me, Mr. Murray, I got to read your emails. If you get such vital information, I never know what you're going to send me. That's what you got to do. It makes a difference. If it's a learning lesson for you, pass it on to somebody else. And just make sure your name, your business right there. So you got to have a database. You really do. You got to have an email database. Everywhere I go, y'all go to my things, I always tell everybody, make sure I get everyone's business card. And those who are interested, come on, give me their business card. For those who just give me, because I give them one, they will give me one. Because if I give you a business card, I hold mine, I got to get yours. And you know where I keep my business cards? Where do I keep my business cards?
In your front pocket.
Right here in my front pocket. Somebody said, give me a card. Like that, you saw that commercial on, that cartoon go, BAM! You know what I mean? There it is. You don't want to dig down in here in your private vault, pull out your business card. You don't want to pull it off your, I don't want you to pull it off your butt, put it in my hand. So you put it where you, and then like you like got purses. Never ever look through your purse to find a business card. You put it in the same place constantly in your purse. And no one should ever be able to look in your purse to see what's there. If you got to dig in your purse to find your business card, what am I saying?
You must be out of order.
You're right. That's part of the business ethic. We went through that. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Y'all got me going now. See, I'm gonna get into my class now. Oh, going the wrong way. And y'all know about my call. Tuesday evenings from 9 to 10 o'clock, the Road Success conference call empowerment session. Be sure to call 218-548-0510, PIN number 1950. That's 218-548-0510, PIN number 1950 pound. Now that's every Tuesday night. Last night we had a fantastic show last night. Guess what? What do I teach? How to build a grow business, right? Guess what my show was about last night?
Veterans.
Resources for veterans. What does that have to do with my business, with my institute? So what am I doing? Just what I told you. I'm giving them information so they'll remember me. It's important to me because I love veterans. My brother was a veteran. He died behind what happened to him in Vietnam. You think that's not important to people out there? The resources for veterans? My shows aren't always about building and growing your business. It's about information that's going to build and grow you. So people tune into my show and say, let me see what he's talking about tonight. Oh, I ain't interested in no growing no business. I'm not an entrepreneur in this thing. But let me see what he's doing tonight, because he might be doing something about me. That's going to help me or my family. That's not about veterans. I'm not even a vet.
My niece was on the show.
Oh, well, she was
Renee.
Oh, that's your niece?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but she spoke. Yeah. I'm not a veteran. I'm not even a veteran. But that was something that I thought the public needed to know. Now, next week I'm doing a show, because this is, what is it, Women's Month or something?
Yeah,
Women's History Month. Well, I got a lady coming on next week that is women's. She is part of history of women. The lady who's head of Sisters for Sisters next week will be my guest. And the Sisters for Sisters is national. And I've been knowing this lady. I've seen what she's done. And she is history. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This lady is history. And she's my guest next week. What does that have to do with the Millionaire Mastermind Institute? But I love women. You know why I love women? My mother was one. My daughter is one. My wife is one. And all you beautiful queens are one. And I love y'all, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So it's not always about even the conversations you have. Although you can always throw it, if you're talking to somebody over 2 minutes, and I'm telling them what you do, you ain't trying to be successful. If the conversation goes beyond that and goes into something else, that's fine. But let them know what you do. You don't know if they're looking for you or somebody in the family is looking for you. What you do. That's important. You're always on duty when you got a business. You work 25/8 if you got a business. And you know what they're saying? That means all the time, even beyond 24 hours. And when I tell I work 25/8 because I'm 24/7. But I work 25/8, baby. Let's talk about the 12 personal controls. I usually have them pop up one time. We will talk about 12. This is very important though. Now I'm going to cover these. I'm not going to do the whole 3-hour presentation for y'all. I'm just going to go real quick and explain it to you. The 12 personal controls. Control, I want y'all to write these down. Y'all can need these. These are something you keep. This is something you always keep. Control of your mindset. I know everybody talks about mindset. Mindset this, mindset that. Mindset this, mindset that. Mindset this, mindset that. Because without the proper mindset, all the education, knowledge, and information in the world is totally useless. Without the proper mindset. I've got people that I educate, that I talk and I teach, who got PhDs, doctorates, masters, you name it, they got that letter behind them. But all of it is useless without the proper mind. That's why they come to me.
You know, a lot of degrees are subject specific.
Right.
And because they are subject specific, there is so much of an array of other subjects, or there's so much knowledge outside of what they are pursuing that they're not aware of it. They're just aware of, they are aware of the focus that they're pursuing. And it makes a difference when there's so much else out there
Yes.
to receive.
And you know what, man? There's a class they should have in college, but you can't teach it. You know, they should start teaching this in kindergarten. But a lot of people don't have it. Common sense. That's one of the greatest systems you can have is common sense. When I was driving the bus for Metro, my supervisor told me one day that I would never make it out here because I don't have a college degree. That's what he always told me that. He says, you don't have an education and college degree, you'll never make it. I got news for y'all. He's dead now, I'm still here. He weighed over 300 pounds. What's that telling me? He was overweight, didn't eat healthy, and what did it do to him? It killed him. Why am I still alive and never been sick? He had the degree. He had the college education. All I had was common sense and the ability to learn what I needed to do to survive so I could live to an age of longevity and not be in pain and sick. College degree has no value if you don't have my right mindset. His mindset was totally wrong because he looked at people who don't have a college degree as ignorant. Because he had a college degree, he thought that gave him the advantage over somebody with common sense. You give me somebody with common sense over somebody that's educated anytime. My grandfather was one of the smartest people I ever knew in my life. All he could ever do was struggle at reading the Bible. But he could tell you if it's going to rain today or tomorrow. He could tell you when it's best to plant that garden and how deep to plant it. And where you put each thing that's going to help the other thing that you plant there grow, how to rotate your crop so that it won't eat up and kill the nutrition in the soil. He knew that. He didn't have a degree. Look at me. And I'm educating and talking with people with degrees. Teaching them.
You're an entrepreneur. I mean, you are a teacher. You're an entrepreneur. Individuals that have the college degrees or academic accolades, it can get them more money in the economy, but after the degree, they still work for somebody else.
Yeah.
And so I've always had not talking about me per se, but from a standpoint of, I've always had an entrepreneur spirit. You know, I sold shoes and grit newspaper. People don't even know about grit newspaper when I was a little boy. And it's something that I always wanted to do. So when I went to school, I sat in class and I couldn't take it. I couldn't stand it. I just, my mind wasn't there.
Man, me and you was in the same tree, man. We was on different limbs, bro.
But I never knocked institutions of higher learning, because I enjoy going. And who knows, I might go again, I don't know. But I understand the process, and I understand the choice. If I choose, it's because it's something that I want to do, not because of something that my parents wanted me to do or whatever. You know, that the entrepreneurial spirit is me.
But you know something that's strange. Now you talking about going to school. I'm like you, man. I tell you right now, I did not like school. I did not. I skipped class the morning I went. But I skipped class and I was in the school. When I skipped the class, I go to somewhere else in the school. I love math. See, my spirit guided me, and I didn't even know my spirit was guiding me. I had no idea about spirit. And I look back now, and I think, God Almighty, my spirit all the time knew what my purpose was. And it helped me grow into my purpose. I didn't like school. I loved math, and I loved to read. What's the two most important things of entrepreneurship? Reading and knowing your numbers. Why? Because I love math. Because one day it paid off. Look at me now. And I love to read. And what am I now but an information junkie? Do you know, man, that 65%, y'all hear me, 65% of people with college degrees, 65% of people with college degrees are not in the field of their education, of their diploma. 65%. That means 65 out of every 100 got a degree and not in that field. I never knew I was going to own an institute and teach people how to build and grow into $1 million company. I didn't know that. My purpose guided me into this. And I listened to my spirit and grew as my spirit grew with me. That weight was me, the baby. That weight was my business. And look at me now. I couldn't lift it at first, but look at me now. Look at my business. I can lift it. I grew into that person that could. Mindset. Very important, y'all. I need you to don't get tired of hearing about mindset. Just check yours. Controlling your thoughts. Ooh, my mercy, have mercy, have mercy. Control your thought is whether you think positive or negative. What's going to happen if you think positive?
Good things.
Positive thing. What's going to happen if you think not negative?
Bad things.
Negative thing. You're right. Look at it. How you think. Because like they say, only a fool knows everything. But here's one thing that you got to realize. You can never ever knock anyone. Because every person on 7,487,000 and some change people on earth. And every one of them knows something that you don't. Even a little baby can teach you something. So thought. Your thought, tell them what it is. Your thought is what?
Your thoughts.
Your thought is a garden. No, when your mind is a garden, your thoughts are a seed. You can either grow flowers or you can grow weeds. That's what that says, that your mind is a garden. Your mind is a garden.
Your mind is a garden.
And your thoughts are a seed.
Thoughts are the seeds.
You can either grow flowers or you can grow weeds. What would you rather grow?
Flowers.
Bang. So thought, very important. That's going to, your thought now, please, people, hear me. Hear me, media, social media, hear me. Stop going to sleep watching the news. Stop waking up, turning on the TV to watch the news. Your first 20 minutes is going to guide you all day. It's all negative. I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is thank you, more please. That's my morning prayer. I'm thankful for waking me and giving me more wake up, more love, more joy, more to teach, more to do. Thank you, more please. That's it. I don't beg and ask for nothing. I'm going to go out and do it myself. He woke me. He said, William, wake up, this is God. I will be handling your day to day. I do not need your help, so go have a good day. See, he just told me, my God just told me, my spirit just told me, you go do what you can do, I'll do what you can. I give him that task. I give her that task. I'm doing what I can, because I'm going to do all I can. When you see I'm done all I can do, you pick it up and do the rest. The Spirit's going to guide you. See, my thought is, I'm going to start every day off positive. Every morning I wake up, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll put my little earplugs in, plug it into my desktop, my tablet, and I start listening to stuff, reading, learning, positive stuff every morning. Every morning. So what's that doing for my day? That's the reason people can't take me off. Because I'm not going to let you take me down to your level. I'm going to bring you up to mine. It's my thought process that gets me that. And stop thinking that you can't do what you want. Your spirit is going to give you what you want. All you got to do is what? Give it to your God and work toward it. The rest is history. Control of your emotions. You can't let someone else tick you off and ruin your day. You can't do that. You can't let no one else ruin your day. Now I'm going to do something that's going to tick you off. Now you're mad at me, you're pissed off, and you're angry. Well, I'm going along. What a great day. Oh, I see someone I love. I just saw my son. I just saw my daughter. I just saw my mate. I just saw mom and dad. I just saw a good friend. I feel good. You walk around pissed off. Because that morning I might have accidentally cut you off because I didn't see you. So now you're ticked. Or I might have accidentally stepped on your foot. Now you're ticked. I might apologize, and again I might not. Whoopee. It's called L-I-F-E, baby. You got to control your emotions. Laugh and say, okay, life must go on. Every time you're angry, or you're cutting around hate, jealousy, you have a cloud over you. It could be 100 degrees outside, the sun shining, beating down on you, but that cloud is there. Always has, if your heart has sunshine in it, you won't have cloudy days in your life. Don't let it upset you. It's just something that has called life. Look how many years, how many days, how many seconds and everything you've lived. You're going to let a little incident ruin the rest of your day or your week or your month or be on your mind for a period of time. I just lost my heart. My sister, the one I love dearly. I just lost my sister. And I miss her more than, I swear, I just miss her. But you know why I don't really get upset about it? I don't think about her that died in the past. I just think of the joy before she lived. Makes it easier. Yeah, I miss calling her and telling her, hey, I'm doing this, and what do you think? She always told me, oh, you can do it. You can do it. Don't worry about it. You're going to be all right. Even when I was down, I said, I can't. She'd always say, oh, you're going to be all right. Just this. She always brought me up. And I miss that I can't call her and say, I'm probably getting a TV show, and I just met someone, I'm getting ready to do all these classes for the military. I can't call and tell her that. And I miss her. But the fact that she was there, that I could call her when I could, perks me back up. See, that's why death doesn't bother. I don't fear death. And that's why death doesn't upset me. Because I'm not going to look that you died. I'm going to look at the fact that you live. Who's controlling my emotions?
You are.
Who knows that I've got problem issues? Nobody but me, because I don't show them. I got somebody I can talk to. I'm going to lay my head on my shoulder and say, baby, I'm having a bad day or a bad situation, which is great. But when I'm out around them, nobody knows my issues, my problems. I'm always smiling. You never see me angry. Why? Because I'm not going to lose my 60 seconds of joy behind being 60 seconds angry. Life's too short. Ooh, don't get me started on this one. You are where you are behind what you put in your system. What are you eating? Are you exercising? Are you stretching? Or are you sitting on your butt all day long at that computer on your job, just over broke? Or you sitting on your computer all the time with working on your business, working on your business, not in your business? Big difference. Your health is the most important thing of your life outside of breath itself. Of course, you're going to have short breath that's going to hurt you if you don't be healthy. Oh, by the way, you said you tried my...
Yeah, since I started, what's today, Wednesday? Sunday, I got the ginger, the cumin, the turmeric, the cinnamon, and
Lemon
I
juice.
got the organic lemon juice, the honey.
Honey, okay.
I used today. I used banana, kiwi, and Granny Smith apple.
Okay,
Put that
bam!
mix that together.
And then you put it in blend it up,
Right,
put enough water to make 30 ounces.
right. And it was,
And you ain't got to drink it all at one time. It might take you 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to drink that. But it's going to beat the meal you take, because one thing is purifying your blood, building your immune system, it's giving you energy, and helping you lose weight. How do you feel, man? How that? So it's got to get in your system, But how do you?
I feel fine. I feel, you know, I don't want to. I sip on it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink a lot before I go to bed.
Well, no, you don't have to. But that's like more like you don't eat in the morning, man. That's your breakfast. That's your breakfast. Don't eat. You're never supposed to eat at our age. We're not supposed to eat before 12. No, we're never supposed to make our digestive system start. See,
It tastes good. It tastes good to me.
but see, and my doctor doesn't like it. My doctor, who comes to me, talks to me about health, and he's my doctor. He's a pharmaceutical doctor. I'm a natural herb doctor. I'm a health junkie. I'm holistic. So I'm telling him things that he needs to do instead of taking pharmaceuticals. But he doesn't like the taste of it, so he won't do it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And the horse looks back at the man and says, yeah, you can give a human information and knowledge, but you can't make him think. Now, I know I'm overweight right now because of what condition I had. I had the doctor put me on steroids because I didn't want to lose my hearing. And I got it back, so I can go, and I'm off steroids now. You know, so I'm good.
Linda Nash wanted to know what was the drink.
Linda, I'll tell you what I'll do. Okay, I'll tell everyone. 1/4 tablespoon or 1/2 tablespoon of turmeric. It's a natural herb. You can buy bottles of it, and and then you use 1/4 to 1/2 tablespoon of cumin, C-U-M-M-I-N. 1/4 to 1/2 tablespoon of ginger, a half a tablespoon to a full tablespoon of cinnamon, 4 to 5 ounces of pure lemon juice, honey. But what amount of honey you want in there? You want it real sweet, but you don't want to use a lot of honey if you're using natural fruits.
Right.
Now he put apple in his, banana, I put banana in all of mine, and strawberries, or he used kiwi, and put it in the blender and blend it. And then you mix it in a container that make a total of 30 ounces. And what that would do for your body and your health and your energy, because you're using turmeric, because turmeric is a godsend. One of the best herbs you put in your system. Cumin is an extract that also has the same power, and it comes in family with turmeric. Cinnamon, well, I ain't got to, so what cinnamon? Cinnamon is great. You should always use cinnamon. Ginger is a very strong root that's good for your body, your digestive system, your energy, all of that. Honey dissolves into pure energy after 45 minutes in your system. Pure energy. You put the fruits and stuff in there because you got to have, and I use banana because you got to get your potassium. So I get that every day. Every one I make, I put a banana in. And whatever juice I want to put in there, like I love strawberries, I love blueberries, so I'll mix it. Sometimes I use just a banana. And lemon juice, because lemon juice coats your stomach, helps you lose weight, and lemon juice is one of the best things you can put in your system to fight and fight. Now, you can use mint if you have a digestive problem. If you get acid reflux, there isn't anything that you can take that's for acid reflux or indigestion that doesn't have mint in it. You can buy a little bottle of pure mint and drop one drop, and you're going to taste the mint. That's how strong mint is. I don't go anywhere ever without mint in my pocket. I'll eat 2 or 3 of them a day. Mint. So, yeah, that's it, Linda. And Linda, send me a thing and I'll send you something. I'll send you the recipe personally. Give it to you. And your husband will love it too, and it'll help him. So I've got one person that tried and he likes it, and I love it. And that's my own concoction. I looked up what each thing did. I said, whoa, I can put them together. What they could do is a combination. And every day I took it, I fixed it, and it went out on tennis court with me. I drank it in the morning, and then I went on tennis court. I'll be playing tennis, drinking water, and drinking my smoothie, or whatever you want to call it.
Smoothie good.
Smoothie's good, okay. You put everything in your body that's naturally good for you. Control of your education. What are you learning? Who's teaching you? What, some people say, I got this lady that says she reads about 50, 60, 80, 100 books a year. Well, she likes novels. She likes love novels and mystery and drama novels. What the hell are you learning from that? Just think what you would learn, where you would be had those have been things on health, on building your business, on improving your life. I'm not saying don't read them, but don't make that everything you read. You've got to read something that's going to grow you. Just like people in their car, they be riding out and listening to music all the time. How much money has that radio made you in your car? Not a dime. But if you throw an educational CD in there, or a book that's going to teach you something in there while you're riding, look what you're doing. That's when your car is no longer a car. It is your 4-wheel university. That's why I study 4 hours a day. See that? And this Lord got my season coming around. 2 seasons come at the same time. Where it's more, my tennis season is coming in the spring, and baseball, baby. I am a baseball junkie. I love baseball. Basketball, football, and baseball, love it. As much as I love it, if I don't put my 4 hours in, I won't let myself watch a ball game. Why? Because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do for me, and I'm going to make somebody else wealthy, because and they get their dream come true, because I'm watching them while I'm sitting there killing my own. No, I got to do me first. Like they say, always pay who you pay first. Pay yourself first. It's not talking about money all the time. It's talking about your education, your knowledge, what you're studying, what you're learning, what you are listening to. Because now, you got a lot of educated fools out there. They study only in their field, but they won't study outside of their field. People say, Mr. Murray, you know something about everything. No, I don't. But I study enough for various things that people need to help build and grow them and their business and their life and their mind. Because I got a word that I have invented that I am. I am a mindologist. That means I work on your mind, your thought, and your action process, your spirit, because I do love to read people's spirit. Because you got to realize every time you go into a room, your spirit got there before you did. That's why when you meet someone, you say, that's like I've been knowing them, because your spirit has already met their spirit. So your spirit gets into a room before you do. It shocks the room and draws you to that for who your spirit will coincide with. But you must have the proper take control of your education. See, you control what goes in your mind, and you control what comes out of your mouth. You. Can't nobody make you read or study something. This is you got to do that. So you control your mind. What goes in and what comes out. That's your education. When you stop learning, you stop living. You might as well lay down and die. You never give up learning. That's why I tell you, every evening, sit down and take a quiet moment and ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? And what lesson did I learn from it? And what have I learned from today's day? That's part of your education. And you'll be surprised, and put it in writing. Put it in writing. Because you'll understand it more. And once you start doing it on a constant, that means that every day all you're going to want to do is learn. And learn. And learn. It ain't got to be so humongous. Because a little bit of anything grows into a lot of something. See, I got to work on your mind to get you to understand and see things. That's why I say, this is a long presentation, but I really want to break everything down. And I hope I'm giving y'all something today making y'all think. And this is very important that you, these 12 controls I'm going to give you, that you constantly use them, read them, and make sure that you're doing these 12 things. It means a lot. Whether or not you're going to succeed or not. How powerful are your advisors? You must have control of your advisors. Who is whispering in your ear? Who's advising you? Who's giving you information? Who's telling you what is best, or how you should do this, or what should be done and how it should be done? Who's telling you that? Because everybody's got somebody. Everybody's got somebody. Even just life itself. On your way to work, you're going to learn something. Who's one of the strongest advisors of you? One that you is it. Number one. But then who is number 2, 3, 4 that's doing that to you? And what are they doing for you? Are they smart enough to advise you where you're going? Because you determine where you're going. Your advisors. I was blessed. I'm not going to tell you no lie, y'all. Like I say, my God was, she was so focused in my life and making sure that I got done everything I need to do in my lesson and learning, because I'm not very, very educated. well, I mean, not high school education, but I went to self-taught university, School of Hard Knocks, you know, and I went to all those. But I've always, because I love to read, and I put myself around all these brilliant people. Within my institute, you look and you'll know I am not the smartest person in my institute. But I put a lot of smart people around me. And you've got to learn to listen. You don't have to take everything and do everything. You've got to weed out that which is not best beneficial or fit you for what you want to do. That's your decision. But you got to make sure that the advice they give you is advice that's going to give you what it is that you need, that advice to advise you. Your advisors are very important in your life. What do you think of mother and your father were? They were your advisors. What were your teachers? They were advisors. What your supervisor should be advised, but everybody's not. That's where you weed out your friends. Can they help me? Can they advise me? But you never, here's the biggest mistake that we make. We ask someone advice on something they've never done. That's like me sitting at the foot of a mountain. I've been sitting there for 20 years and have yet to take 2 steps on that mountain. And you want me to tell you how to climb. Can I tell you how to climb a mountain I've never been up? I can't do it. And life is a mountain. My book, Climbing Success Mountain, it sounds like he's climbing a mountain. It does. It sounds just like he's climbing a mountain. But when you look at the inside spirit of it, he's learning, he's climbing his life. It's a mountain. Your life is a mountain to climb. My book, Climbing Success Mountain, which is 2 books, as thin as it is, it's 2 books. Climbing Success Mountain and The Road to Success. But it's not about him so much as climbing a mountain. It's about the lesson he learned in climbing his mountain. Look at the lesson I've learned in climbing mine. Life is a mountain for you to climb. Because every time you get to the top of one mountain and you look out, you see another mountain for you to climb. That's called another day, another week, another month, another year. That's what that's called. I'm not telling you about my book because I wrote it. Read it. And then as you advance during the year, read it again. Because every time you read it, you're going to get a different meaning out of the same thing you read a month or 2 months ago. Because you've grown, you've advanced, and you're looking deeper into the meaning of what that says. There's a lot of books out there that you read more than once. And you should, if it's educating you. Because as you grow, so does your process. And you'll see things differently. You know, one of the smartest two, I think, out there, one of the smartest authors, I think, ever out there was Dr. Seuss. Because he said little common sense stuff that for children, as you grow older, I look at, you know, I always tell you about the one I love that he wrote and I use a lot. When he says, you are you, which is truer than true, and no one on earth is more youer than you. That's in a child's book. But look at the depth of what it means to me as an adult. You are you, which is truer than true. No one on earth is more youer than you. Who can be me but me? So I'm youer than you. Me. It's like you're looking in the mirror telling yourself that. And it's true, it's fact. I love Og Mandino, one of the most read authors in the history of literature. Og Mandino, his book's no thicker than mine. The World's Greatest Salesman was his first major selling book. And it's no thicker than mine. He sold millions of copies of his literature books, all on that same size. Look at Think and Grow Rich. by Napoleon Hill. Right? Napoleon Hill. One of the most read books in the history of entrepreneurs or people who want to build and grow their own business. He wrote that book back in 1932, 33, something like that. And it's still relevant today. The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. It's got the language of back then when he wrote it in the 40s, 30s, 40s. But it's so relevant today. So, because it's old don't mean that you can't learn from it. All right, now let's go to, now this is very important, control of your circle. Because we want to get the rest of the class, it'll be on Facebook, we're recording it. Control of your circle. Who is in your circle? What is their background? Are they positive, negative? Are they alcoholics, drunk? Because you know, a drunk will teach you something. That's how not to be a drunk. Fool will teach you something how not to be a fool. Your circle, who's around you? If you're around 5 broke people, guess who number 6 is? If you're around 5 uneducated, dumb people, guess who number 6 is? If you're around number 5 know-it-all gossipers, guess who number 6 is? Hello? Think about it. See, I'm going to work on your mind. See, right now I'm working on your mind. This class is my final class of the Road to Success business workshop. And I've given assignments and everything, and people do, but if you do assignments, fine. If you don't, that's on you. But your circle is very important, who you put around you, who you are around, where you go when you go to these classes, these sessions. You got to be there. That's where you meet a lot of your circle. Those who you want to be in your circle. I picked my circle. I just put it about 2 months ago, pictures of me and the circle I kind of matured up with, and people looked at, I was getting all kinds of, man, you had a hell of a circle. Because of the people that was in my circle. Well, and I was in their circle. Well, now I'm the man that people want to be in my circle. But it's a positive thing when you want to be in my circle. Because I'm that positive-minded person that's going to teach and educate you and get you where you want to go. The circle. Number 8, control of your vocabulary. Oh my, I can't emphasize that enough. Your vocabulary is very important, and the fact that you must speak in a professional manner at all times. Profanity is not necessary. Hell and damn doesn't don't mean a whole lot. But all those other words aren't necessary. One of the questions that I also got in class that I teach is do you speak business? You must learn to speak business. Business is not just talking about your business. Business is your vocabulary that you use to describe your business or you. It's your scripts that you use to the people that you meet. Your vocabulary is very important. What if I didn't know how to talk or I didn't talk? And I do talk very, very plain. I speak, I don't have big words, but I get my point across. Like I tell most people, you can say what takes you 10 minutes to say, I can say it in 2. I talk fast. I have to make myself slow down because I talk so fast. But from my reading, it gives you a range of vocabulary. That's why reading is important. Or listen to other speakers. Because one thing, if you have a business, if you are trying to build a business, if you're trying to grow a business, and you out there networking, you are a public speaker. Everybody that's an entrepreneur, whether you like it or not, is a public speaker. I don't care what you do. You're a public speaker because you gotta speak to the public. I don't care if you're doing it online. You're still speaking to them. What's your vocabulary, words you use? Are you interested, got them interested? See, it's not really what you say, it's how you say what you say. Don't forget, what about this class? Look how I'm teaching this class. What if I didn't make no sense to you? Then how much interest would I have? Control your etiquette. Now, you know I did that, what, was that the first class I talked on etiquette? Y'all, there is an etiquette to life. There is an etiquette to business. You must learn the proper etiquette for business. Now, I do a class on business etiquette. Now, the first class, I did the class on etiquette. I did the first class on etiquette. So those who were here for the first class, or you can still go on, no, you can't, it's not on, I don't think it's on my package, but you can look it up on YouTube and see if it's still there. I don't remember if I recorded that part of the class when I talked about etiquette. I don't think so. But y'all got to realize it's the little things that you don't do that's going to cost you a sale or your business. Etiquette. It's very important. How to shake a hand. How to greet someone. How to meet someone. How to hand someone your business card. It's all etiquette. How to make people feel comfortable every time they see you. It's an etiquette. How you eat is an etiquette. How much you eat is an etiquette. How much you drink is an etiquette. Like they say, be careful when you go to these company parties. Be very careful when you go to a company party. Because then the truth comes out. You got these people getting tore up from the floor up at a company party and wonder why they don't get advanced nowhere. Pusha T came out. Thank God I don't drink. I am a God. See, here's how God help is guiding me. I am a liquids junkie. I drink all day long. I drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. But I can't. Thank God that I don't like alcohol. Because I just don't drink. But I don't like to taste alcohol, so I don't drink alcohol. Because I love to drink. I drink liquids all day. I got to have something wet, liquid in my mouth all the time. But God never gave me the life of alcohol. Because my God, she didn't want me to be a drunk. So your etiquette. Learn etiquette. Learn what's good and right in the proper way in business. Your environment. Where are you going? Where are you and what people are you putting around you in your environment on a constant basis? Even at work. Who are you having lunch with? Who are you having conversation with at the water cooler? When you're out, how are you out in public, your environment? That environment. You never know who's watching you. You never know who's watching you. So you got to be careful on how you handle your environment. And one thing for sure, you're a professional. Always look like it. You never know when you're going to meet that one client that you want. You ain't got to be dressed to the nine. But don't walk around holy jeans and tore up sneakers because that's the fashion. A half-iron shirt because you don't play. Your environment. See, the very person you're looking for is going to see you, and trust me, first impressions are lasting. I don't care when I go out, what I got on, I'm always neat. I don't care where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm not always dressed to the nine, but I'm always neat, where when I meet anyone, I can always present myself and my business in a professional manner without them thinking, because it's like in real estate. How can I sell you a $500,000, your $1 million house if you see me and I got wrinkled clothes on? And I got on tore up jeans and sneakers and a t-shirt that's saying, the hell with life. How can I sell your house? Do you want me to sell your house? Are you going to want me to sell your house? But if I come and I got something like I got on now, you're going to say, well, yeah, okay, we can talk. But you got to realize you are always in your environment, you are always on stage before the public. Be careful how you carry yourself when you're out in the street in your environment, because it means a lot. You may not think so, but that person that sees you thinks so. Oh, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. Control of your money. Control of your money. You got a lot of people out there that are material rich and money poor. I guarantee you, 80% of this country, 80% of this country is material rich and money poor. Look at all these people out there standing in line when a new sneaker comes out or a new phone comes out. $5 to a donut, they ain't got a damn computer at home. Or they drive around in the Benz, Mercedes, $80,000, $100,000 Cadillac, and parking it in the parking. How much sense does that make? Control your money. Pay you first. If you make $1, you should put 10 cents away. And that's not for you to go out and buy that new TV when you got enough. It ain't enough for you to take that cruise to Greece somewhere, Europe somewhere. One thing, if you're going to travel and you're black, you better go to Africa. Go to where your culture is, where you can learn about your history. Because if you don't know your history, you sure as hell can't. You have a tendency to repeat it. Never repeat it. You got to know. That goes to your environment. But your money is going to get you out into your environment. How you handle it? Do you sit down every day? Every day, you should write down every penny you spend. Every day. If you ain't going to buy lunch, write it down. You buy a piece of bubble gum, write it down. At the end of that day, total up, or at the end of that week, total up how much you spend. At the end of that month, total up how much you spend. Also write down how much you bring home. So you'll know your numbers. Control your money. Stop being material rich and money poor. You ain't got to go buy the red bottoms. A pair of shoes is a pair of shoes. Who the hell are you trying to impress? You ain't going to pull up, walk down the street, pull up and tell everybody, hey, look, I got red bottoms on. Why is that going to impress me? I think you're a fool. Do you know one of the worst investments you could ever make? One of the worst investments you could ever make is to buy a brand new car. If it's 2019, why you buy a 2019 car? You can buy a 2017, 16, 15, and save yourself at least 30 to 50% on the price of that car. Same car, low mileage. Because you know when you buy a car and you drive off the lot right off, it's worth less than what you paid for. The worst investment you can make is a brand new car. You're giving your money to someone who's sitting on the aisle. Why you got to bust in your butt trying to pay that note, trying to impress who? That you're driving that new car. If you think, here's what I want y'all to do. I don't want y'all to do nothing I'm telling you. Please, y'all, don't do nothing I'm telling you. I want you to research what I'm telling you to prove me wrong. Just to find out how right I am. And what you're going to learn in your research to prove me wrong, and you find out how right I am, but how much you're going to learn in between. Look at me be wrong when I'm right. And what you learn in between that. But you got to control your money. And number 12 is the big overall of it all. Control of your life. That means control of everything around you. Everything you do. Everything you think. Everything that you listen to. Everything you learn. Everything you eat. Everything you think. Is you having control of your life. Whose life you living? You living your life. Why you give your control to somebody else? I'm not going to give you credit for what I've done. I done taught this class, I done educated many and many people. I'm going to give you the credit for what I did? I don't think so. I'm going to take credit for what I did. I'm going to control my life. So I got control of everything, my money, my environment, my etiquette, my vocabulary, my circle, my advisor, my education, my health, my emotion, my thought, and my mindset. But all of that is all equal to what? My life. How I live it. How I enjoy it. What happens to me in the process of all of this. Because nobody lives your life but you. That's true. That's fine. Okay, y'all. I'm almost finishing. This is very short. Just not take long for me to go through what I'm going to do when we finish. Knock, knock. That's your life. Always going knock, knock. And guess who's always knocking? Every day. Everywhere you go. Everything you do. Guess who's knocking? Wherever you are, opportunity is always there. Are you taking advantage of that opportunity? That's why I say when you're out in public, get off that phone. Because the person you're looking for is standing right beside you or right behind you. But you blocking them out. Because you, yeah, girl, I was out last night and I saw this, boy, this man was fine. Or you talking to your buddies, man, yeah, man, God, this girl was fatter than a Georgia swamp possum. And you know, Georgia swamp possums are healthy and fat. There's opportunities always standing there. Hang up the phone and talk to the people around you. If I'm in line, you know if I'm in line and you're behind me, you know you can talk to me, right? I'm going to say something to you. I'm always going to say something to you. My wife is used to me talking to everybody. Because that person might be opportunity. And if I'm talking, I say, how you doing, dear? And your name is? And you say, Nicole, okay. I said, Nicole, you know, and this is such a beautiful day. And you have such a pretty glow around you. I'm William Murray. I'm the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. I help build million-dollar companies and businesses. I help people, fulfill their dreams. Guess how many people just heard me? The person in that line, the person behind you, the person ahead of me, the person over here just heard me. I proved that at the event. Suddenly didn't. How many cars I passed out? Everybody's listening. And that person said, oh, Mr. Murray, I want to start a business. Here, can I call you? What's your number? Can I get a card? Bam! I won't say that, but yes. Always be ready. Because if you got to dig through your purse for 5 minutes, you done killed me already. So you got to think of what you do. Because opportunity's always knocking, y'all. Always knocking. That door of opportunity is open. Why are you making it hard to go through an unlocked door? Stop making it hard to go through an unlocked door. We're here. We want to give you everything you need. Call us at 240-619-2019. 240-619-2019. Call us to talk to me. That's what I'm here for. at least 80% of millionaires are self-made. You know what made me an entrepreneur? Not a good paying job. I had a top paying job in the city. And I realized that no one can pay me as much money or make me as happy as I can. You think I would be worrying today if I was still working for somebody? You think I have the kind of money that I got today if I was still working for somebody? You think I'd be as happy today as I am if I would work for somebody? No way. 80% of millionaires are self-made. That is, they started with nothing but ambition, energy, the same way most of us start. Hello. Okay, my book, of course, y'all told you about Climbing Success Mountain. Go to my website, mminstitute.info, and order my book. It's just $15. And you can call when you read it, because I've got things I'm going to show you that you didn't get from when you read my book. That's hidden in there. You didn't even get it. I got a question to ask you that when you go back and read it the second time, you're going to get such a more great meaning out of it. If you would like for me to give you a presentation or know anyone who would, just call the Institute. I'm available. I don't care if I got to get there by plane, train, automobile, or your yacht. I can just call me. Or go to mminstitute.info, or call me on 240-619-2019. I want to thank everybody for calling, tuning in. Like I said, I'm William Murray, and we are all the winners, regardless. All you got to do is put into motion what I'm teaching, what I gave you today, and you will find a change in your life that's going to be for the better. There's no way. I just gave you all possible. I gave you the solution. I gave you the roadmap to success. I tell you, I'm your GPS system. I'm your GPS system. So I've told you how to get there. Thank you, everyone, and God bless.